I faked a $10,000 lottery win to pay off my son's debt, and now my family thinks I'm a gambling addict. So, get this. My son Caleb is 22 and has a heart of gold, but he's got the business sense of a goldfish. Last year, he got sucked into a crypto investment scam that was basically a digital pyramid scheme. He didn't just lose his savings. He borrowed $15,000 from some very shady people to buy the dip. These guys weren't sending mean emails. They were showing up at his apartment. They were following him to his job. Caleb was a shell of a person, losing weight, shaking every time his phone buzzed. He finally broke down and told me everything, sobbing in my kitchen, terrified he was going to end up in a ditch. I'm a retired teacher. I don't have 15 grand lying around, but I do have a pristine 1967 Gibson J45 guitar that my father gave me on his deathbed. It was the only thing I truly valued in this world. I took that guitar to a private collector 3 towns over. I didn't haggle. I just took the $12,000 in cash he offered and drove straight to those investors. I stood in a parking lot, handed over the envelope, and told them if they ever looked at my son again, they'd be dealing with me. But then, I had to explain where the money came from. If I told my wife I sold the heirloom, she'd be heartbroken. If I told her Caleb was in debt to criminals, she'd never trust him again. So I went to the gas store, bought a scratch-off ticket, and spent 3 hours with a razor blade and some glue. I walked into the house screaming that I'd won $10,000. I treated the family to a steak dinner and gave Caleb the money to start a savings account. Now, my wife looks at me with pity every time we pass a gas station. She thinks I've developed a problem because I'm always checking the numbers. She tells her friends I'm irresponsible with our retirement. Caleb thinks I'm just a lucky old man who got a windfall. I miss that guitar every single day. My hands literally ache to play it. But every time I see Caleb sleeping soundly without looking over his shoulder, I know I made the right bet.